for my project, I chose to do Psalm 63:1, and in this psalm, David is talking about when he was fleeing from his son Absalom, who had revolted against him. Now, it is during this time that David is reaching out to God and saying effectively whatever a Christian should be saying. Psalm 63:1 says, "O God, thou art my godly. Thou art my God. Early will I seek thee. My soul thirsteth for thee. My flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is." Now again, this was during a time when David was facing extreme hardship because he was fleeing from his very son and his kingdom that he had fought hard for. He says, "I need you, Lord. I thirst for you, and I long for you in a land where I cannot see, amongst the trouble that has been caused." He's effectively reaching out to God and saying, "I will worship thee and I will follow thee, and I'm longing for thee." In today's world, as a Christian, we can sometimes feel like we are alone and long for a relationship with God in order to feel relief from the desert of life, like David describes. He says, "His flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is," effectively what we would describe as a desert. This really hit home for me because in John chapter 7, verse 37, Jesus said, "Anyone who is thirsty may come to me." Jesus is described as the living water. So in Psalm 63:1, we see the precursor to that. We see David seeking out God as his living water. And as New Testament believers, we see Jesus being our living water. So Psalm 63:1 is the one that I chose because I see it as a way to thrive and pursue a godly life, and one where every morning, every day early, I will seek thee, and I will long for thee in a land where I feel alone. So like this bottle of water, I will seek Jesus as the living water of my life. You can stop it.